Feed the beast. Yeah, feed the ducks. Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG community server, hanging out here with Mekle. That's where you say hi.
Hi. Sorry.
That's okay. We're playing Feed the Beast Beyond, and we're hanging out here at Grok's Emporium. Well, it really should say Mekle's Emporium, because you did all the work.
It is your team.
Yeah, well, you did all the work, and I'm going to reap all the diamonds, so yay for diamonds! But, here, let's spin around and hop off. And so this is the Emporium. It is real close to the base. Well, technically it's part of the base, but it's right on the edge of it. And so there's the rest of the stuff going on over there. And so this is a place where you can buy various items that are really difficult to get, or items that you don't want to get, and you know, for the price of a few diamonds or a lot of diamonds, you can go ahead and get the items here at, come on down to Grok's Emporium. No job too small, no fee too big. But so the let's see, do I have any diamonds on me? I do. Alrighty, so let's take a quick look at what is for sale. We have ender pearls at the cheap price of 4 diamonds. Blaze rods, 8 diamonds for a blaze rod, 64 for another star, 16 for a wither skull, 1 diamond for 1 end stone. Hey, there's a bargain right there. If you like your ardite ingots, that's 16. Obsidian blocks, 2. You can get a sponge for a diamond, really good for tools, automatic silk touch. Diamonds, you can get 8 soul sand. So hey, there's your best deal right there. You can get a cobalt ingot for 16 diamonds, a drop of evil for 8, and this one is closed. Don't put any diamonds in it, unless you're just wanting to contribute, because we'll just eat them. Which I think is great. People can just don't. If they want to donate, they can donate there. But so, do we really need the diamonds?
No, we really don't.
Yeah, we don't need the diamonds at all. And the prices are fairly expensive. But the idea is, if for some reason you're having a real hard time, you really need a nether star, and the withers keep killing you, or you're having a really hard time getting the skulls, and you say, dang it, I'm just going to go ahead and dig for a while and get me enough diamonds, go for it. I know, one of the players on here, for some weird reason, every time he goes into the nether, he gets sent something like 20,000 blocks off in who knows where, and dies and loses everything. So if he's gonna get soul sand or stuff like that, he's not getting it from the nether. He dies. No. So it's just various items. If people are saying, hey, I can't find me an enderman and I can't get an ender pearl, we got them here. If you're having a hard time, we got it here. So how does the magic work? I think that's a good question.
Well, there's quite a bit of magic involved in this. There are, let me count for a moment. We've got several different mods involved, and naturally some vanilla bits. There's some Ender IO, quite a bit of Ender IO, a little bit of Britannia with the open crate up above, and down beneath we have some RF tool stuff involved too to accomplish all this. And of course, this whole thing is hooked up to our ME from Applied Energistics, so there's some of that involved too.
Yep.
Keeps us from having to stock it.
Yeah, because lazy. So let me go ahead and run through buying something here, since I've got diamonds in my pocket and they're burning a hole. So there's an obsidian pressure plate here. So you come up and you stand on the pressure plate and you see the light that tells you that it is active. So you want to throw out in front of you just the price. Don't throw less, don't throw more, throw just what we need. So I'm buying an ender pearl, so I need 4 diamonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that, nope, I've got to turn off my magnet. That would help too.
Yes, no magnets.
Yes, so we should have a big sign here saying no magnets. Magnets are bad. So let me try those 4 again. And there they are. Uh-oh.
That was odd.
They went on the other side. They should never do that. All right, let me look down instead of up.
They went around back.
Yep. All right, there you go. So look down at the vacuum chest.
Aim for the front of the vacuum chest.
Yeah, you can go gather those. The reason why is here, because I've got power, I can look in here. The range on this is 0. So if I turn this on, you can see it's just barely around this block. That's as much as it's going to vacuum. So if you do like I did the first time and I'm tossing it over it, it won't work. You got to look at the vacuum chest and toss it, so it'll go ahead and grab your diamonds, which is good to know. Here, I should turn that off. There, now I can see it. And you can see the item filter is set to only accept diamonds. So if you're trying to junk up the system by giving us, sticks, precious sticks, that we won't take those. It's only diamonds. And you can see in my inventory, I've got that pearl. In fact, if I do that again, and then wait for it, there's my pearl. Now, you do have to wait for it. It's not an instantaneous vend, which is, oh well, that's just kind of the way it goes.
We spend that time counting to make sure we have the right number of diamonds, since there's quite a few here. Depending upon which one you're doing, it may be a little while. I mean, that nether star takes quite a while to count out the 64 diamonds.
Yes, because it counts them one by one, so that we make sure that we get the proper amount. And that's why if you throw in an incorrect number, like you give us 5, it may be that you say, or let's say you want 3 ender pearls, so you throw 12. If everything's running great on the server, it will vend out all 3. But if you get that little bit of lag, that little burst of lag right in the middle, some of those counting things will not happen. And so it may eat 1, 2, 3, 6, diamonds, depending on how many or how long that lag burst is, which is not much fun. So only toss in exactly what the price is, and then it should work out perfectly. So let's run downstairs and take a look at the guts, because there's some really interesting stuff there. Yeah. It just looks very robotic with all these cables going all over.
Hey, they're not connected together except for the ME pieces.
Well, yeah, it's all tiled is what it is. So this one over here is the one that we did for the ender pearls, and so way up there is the vacuum chest. So if as I understand it, when stuff comes into the vacuum chest, and it has to be a diamond, nothing else will get accepted, it will come down and go into this mini chest, which has the benefit of only holding 1 item. So I could put a stack of stuff in there, but it will only hold diamonds. It won't hold diamonds and ender pearls or something like that. So that holds that, and then the inventory is the kind of some of the brains. So looking at that, it's looking for an amount of 4. So as soon as 4 diamonds appears, then it goes ahead and sends out a redstone signal to over here, the counter.
And a lot of other places.
Okay, so the counter there, there's a signal up here. It will come over to the mini chest, and it will take all of those diamonds and put it in the mini chest on top, which gets sucked into our system and vanishes. That's the payment. Thank you very much. It will also send a signal to the export bus, which has the ender pearl and the redstone card. So on a redstone signal, and activated just once per pulse, it will vend out an ender pearl, which goes into this bottom mini chest, which then gets sucked up into the open crate, and that gets dropped out. Simple.
For some definition thereof.
Yeah. This is why I really love the Ender.io conduits, because you can cram redstone signals and item conduits and power and Ender IO conduits, and there's all sorts of it's the AE2 conduits. Yeah.
When I was prototyping this in another portion of the base, I was trying to use things other than Ender IO conduits, and it became a rather huge machine, and I was like, how am I going to fit this underneath the Emporium? So I decided to go ahead and switch back to the Ender IO conduits and see how close I could get. And I was rather happy I was able to do it in this one thick panel for each.
Yeah, and it works really nicely, and because that gives us what was it, a total of 16? 15 that are active.
12.
Is it 12?
12.
Oh, because we got 3 sections and 4 in each, so 12.
3, yes.
So 11 active and 1 that's not doing anything. It's just the diamond contribution.
And the counters aren't actually necessary for the machine, but they allow us to see how many things have been vended out of each of them, so we can see what is selling.
Ah, that's a good idea. Oh, hey, 28 on the Ender Pearls. So yeah, people have been coming to get the Ender Pearls.
Yeah, we went up about 20. We went up about 25 overnight.
Yep. There you go. So yeah, I think we should go ahead and zero those out and just kind of keep track, and maybe have some deep discounts on the popular things. I'm lying.
Very possibly.
No, I want all the diamonds. So no, it's the idea is if you can't get the items normally, killing the wither is really tough, or you've been chopping through gazillions of wither skeletons and they just won't give you any heads there, then you could spend the time, get the diamonds, and you can get them here. That's just kind of the way it goes. You're locked in there. That door will never open.
Okay, I'll go out the back door here then.
Oh, okay. Well, that works too. So, now, how do we get here? That's a good question.
That's an excellent question.
The answer is there will be a portal from spawn to here. As soon as I tell the admins that we are up and running, and I think we are, then they will go ahead and activate that portal to here, and vend yourself as much as you want, and then you can recall home, or if you need some other goodness, which we should have a sign over here. This is the portal that will take you to the witch farm. So the 7 drops from witches you can get there. So yeah, I think we should declare the Emporium to be open.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Yep. So I'm going to let the admins know, and people can come here and get their goodness, because, yay goodness. Alrighty, I think it's time to do a sign off while you're typing that. Here we go. Back to where we started. So many superlative thanks to Mekle for doing the work to make this possible, because I was lazy. And that's the way you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it works. So people kept saying, so Grok, what you doing here? I said, I'm not doing anything. It's all Mekle. Everything here is Mekle, so it should be Mekle's Emporium instead of mine. But
maybe I'll change the name.
Yeah, do because it's yours. You did all the work, so we'll call it Mekle's Emporium. Yeah,
what I may do is I may just cross out your name and cover it up with a red version of my name.
I think that sounds like an excellent idea. So anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here with Mekle, playing here on the FTOG community server, having a blast at the Emporium's open. So thanks for watching.
Thank you.
Yay.